to you. You've got placed too many chisels. Right there. Get my chisel back ready. Chisel and hammer. And creating slabs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess it was 4 or something. I don't know. Okay. So I think that looks a little bit better anyway. So we'll put the hammer back where it belongs on this thing. Or just throw it down. That works too. God. Okay, hammer, please go inside. There we go. Hammer inside. Probably going to need more places to put chests in this place. We could probably put some along the bottom of the tool rack here. I think I will do that. Let's cut down these pieces of granite. And I'm going to make 2 chests and then separate them with a piece of granite brick. So right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 chests right there and right there. So it's nice and symmetrical. I can probably put another one right there, but, well, that's where more tool racks are going to go, so no. But we can stack a few more chests right here. So, okay, just for the moment, let's put everything away that I can, so just completely clean out my inventory of crap. Over to this one now, for the heck of it. And all this wood's going to have to go somewhere. So I don't want to place it outside because creepers tend to blow up on it, but I think what I might do actually is make a second story to this place because I'm going to have to get up here to access the top of the bloomery anyway. So yeah, I'll put all my wood piles up here in what's going to be the second story of the blacksmith shop. I think I've got the necessary goods to start building the second story, so let's do that right now. Head up here, and I think despite what I said 5 minutes ago, I do want to build this out of granite, just because it's a lot cheaper on the resources, but I would like to have at least 1 layer of stone bricks, so let's do that. So we'll take the 29 granite we have and start building a wall. I guess it'll just have to be straight up, because otherwise there's no way to get this ladder to come straight up, so that's fine. Let's do the back of the bloomery as granite bricks, and then we'll just do granite cobblestone around here for the moment. And I think it's going to be a pretty skinny little second story. It's only going to be 2 high, just tall enough for us to fit in and place wood, storage, anything else we might want to put up here. I think since I do have access to my chisel and a few pieces of granite, I will do something to make this outside of this blacksmith sort of pretty. So it'll look like it has a unique design to it. And I think what I want to do is, let's do 1, 2, is it going to be nice and odd? No, it's not. Well, why don't we start at the outside, I guess. Take you down. Start at the outside right here, and then work our way into the middle for symmetry. So you're going to go right there. So take you down. No, take you down. I confuse. Yeah, okay, so it's 2 sides right there, and on this side, let's do the same thing. We'll start on the outside, and then work our way in. Oh, didn't want to do that. Right there. Same thing here, so place you, and then place you, so it is even on that side. I really should have counted this thing when I built it, because it's sort of poorly constructed, but oh well. And then you are going to have to work around the... God, this thing is just shaped terribly, so... Oh well, that's fine. It's just going to have to be asymmetrical up on the top, I guess. And let's... slate rock? Sort of looks like granite, doesn't it? It looks kind of funky, but it'll do for now. And we're gonna have to build it up like that. That's realistically the only way to do this. And then go out here and do the same thing on this side. So you, and then you, and you. Now that that's in place, let's take the chisel and turn these into some sort of pillar things. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Back a little more. 5, 6. I kind of like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5? No, yeah, 6. 6, and then 2 on each side. And I think this is going to be big enough of a, or small enough of a gap to still keep spiders out, except right here, actually. But, ooh, I got an idea. Why don't we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, and tear you down, please. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? Actually, let's go 1, 2. Even smaller than that. 1, 2. And now is that even with the others? Still a little bigger, so let's try one more. There, that looks about even. So now we place this one right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we've got sort of a cool looking pillar-based second story thing. $19, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, just barely not enough. So we're gonna have a bit of a food break, nom 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 nom. Bit of an unfinished roof for the time being. Ooh, are you one more piece of granite brick? You are, so blam. So we only need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 more pieces of granite brick, but now we have this cool looking roof to the second story of our blacksmith shop where we can get up and throw items into our bloomery without having to worry about monsters. Maybe skeletons shooting inside, but I don't anticipate that'll be too big of a problem, especially not if we're living here for a while. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call the blacksmithery actually finished for the moment. Put you right there. Gonna have to build a new hammer at some point. And even throw some of this crap in these chests. Do I need any of this? No, I don't. So I think that's a fine looking blacksmithery. It'll do its job for now. You can sort of see inside of it from back here. So I think that's a cool building. It needs some windows though. It needs some windows, but I'll worry about that later. We can always go back later and make it look pretty if we feel it looks too plain compared to the rest of what we've built. So I think I'll take this opportunity to do a little bit of off-camera building, or terraforming I should say, because I'd like to make this area less hilly right here. So it should be really at ground level. I think probably this last set of stairs is too far. We'll put ground level right here so it stays flush with the blacksmith shop until I go across to right here, I think. So this is going to require a lot of digging. Was that a creeper? It is a creeper. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Would you like to help us? Maybe not kill me this time? Be awesome. Okay. See, it did 1.5 hearts, whereas the last one did 10 hearts. So it's really, really inconsistent how much damage creepers do. So it cost the entire shovel's worth of health, but we have a beautifully terraformed piece of land right here. I think the way we're going to work the road is it's going to come at an angle across right here, so it can go straight down right here-ish. I'm going to have to do math when we actually get around to building the bridge. So it'll come straight there, and then straight up right here, and then turn off and go up to the house. Unfortunately, I'm facing somewhat of a drastic shortage of stone, and I'm going to have to be using granite cobblestone, at least till we get to the bridge, so that this valley here has a consistent color all the way up. But there's not a lot of stone to be had in the area. It's pretty slow. What is that? Cassiterite? Yeah, I ran into a few pieces of cassiterite. I'm really not too interested in prospecting for it, because really the first vein of bismuth was the hard one to find and remember. And now that we have access to that, we pretty much have metal whenever we need it. I thought I heard a creeper or something. Oh, I did see a skeleton right there. So, that's gorgeous. Look how beautiful that is. So, future plans are being waylaid by the fact that I don't have very much stone. Which means I have a choice. A choice of either using pickaxe health and going into the mine and cutting up a whole bunch of granite cobblestone down there, or I can stay on the surface and I can look for copper veins at the same time as I pop up pieces of rocks. I think that is what I'm going to do. So, let me store what I don't need. Only the cassiterite can go in this chest right here. And luckily, I'm not even going to need any specialty tools. I will, however... Will I build a sword? Will I build a sword? I don't think I quite need a sword yet, because we're still going to be working at daytime tomorrow. So I don't feel like doing much blacksmithing at the moment. I'm going to hold off on going to bed until I clean up my inventory. You know, as much as we need that stone, I'm thinking about it now. I think it'll be a more effective use of our time to start building the farm, because that's something I've put off for a long time, but it really needs to get started at some point so that the plants can start growing. So I think I'll do that before I've even got the road finished. I just need to think about how I want to do it, because we don't want it to get trampled, so we're gonna need some fences. So I'm gonna head up here and then use an absurd number of sticks to build at least a few fences to get the farm started. Not sure how many it's gonna take though. Fences are in, or sticks are in here? Yeah, so take that. Hopefully 2 stacks worth of fences is enough. So it's like this, right? Yes, okay. So, I'm looking at it, 30, 42 might not be enough. Let's do the fences before we do the hoe using... Actually, how many seeds do I have? Let's actually figure out math on what exactly we need to be growing here. So, always the wrong chest. So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 pieces of crop that need to be grown. And they're going to have to be placed within a few blocks of the water. So I think I'll look for the spot that has the flattest side, if that makes any sense. That's actually all sort of curved around this entire thing, doesn't it? And our shovel's sort of damaged, so let's try to avoid shoveling. But I think right back along here... Yeah, because this is relatively blocked off from all the wood, so there should be no monsters to trample this area. So this is, I think, a good spot back here. And I think I'll just stay within... Rather than even use these fences, I think... Oh, how's the fruit tree doing? Or the plum tree? It's, no, still not bearing any fruit. What is this? It is autumn. Hour 7. The rain is 1,000. I have no idea what that means. But it's the 15th of October, 1005. So yeah, time passes when the camera's off and when we're away. So let's think. If we... Because monsters probably won't wander in over here from the water. Stay close to the plum tree. Why don't we cut with fences right across here? We'll leave that to be the fence gate. I may have overdone it on the fences, but that's fine. And we'll leave this area back along the water in here to be where we plant our crops and stuff. So let's go pick up this piece of seed, whatever that is. Wild maize, wild oats. And I'm going to, actually right now, I need to place more parkour lily pads until I get a bridge set up. So grab, where'd you go? Grab you. Hello, squidlings. Grab you, and grab you. So now, rather than going over there and parkouring in that spot, we can parkour in this spot. So place it right there, I guess. So we go 1, bam, bam. Place another one right about here, I guess. So we got options as we run along here. So let's try this. So sprint, 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 and it's fairly easy. Cool. So we got that set up. I'm gonna head back to the house and I'm gonna build a hoe. So actually, I already have that hoe head in that one chest, so that's good. So really, once I head back to the house, I'm just gonna be plopping that hoe head on a stick and grabbing all my seeds and coming back down to the farm. Hoping that they're not going to get trampled right there. I don't think they will. I may have to go torch up a lot more of this area, but because we have that forge, building torches is a lot easier. There may be time, probably at the end of this episode, it'll be time to grab a scythe and go through and just stockpile on sticks again. So we've got all these seeds Let's grab my stone hoe head, wherever it is. There it is. It'll probably be enough. I got my one stick. And go over here, plop you down. Right there. So we got a stone hoe ready. The water should be provided for us. Let's knock down finished blacksmithery because it's mostly finished for right now. It is a nice, gorgeous blacksmithery. And let's head down to the waterfront to do some basic farming. I don't know if this mod has a difference in the number of blocks away from water that tilled land has to be, so I guess we will food break, figure that out as we start planting seeds. But I don't think it is, honestly. So I think for right now, I'll just do one layer close to the water, like this, and then plant just whatever. Can I just not plant this? Why can't I plant those? Can I plant anything? Or maybe the farm has to be hydrated? Why are seeds not working? Maybe it can't be right next to water or something. How about right there? Does that work? That one works, but now this one disappeared, maybe from lag. Okay, so just I'll just give him a little bit of space. You can see why isn't this working now? Something is very glitchy. Place you. Okay. And just hold this button down or click it a lot. Something weird is going. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? It's clay. That's why. It's not actual dirt. I forgot about that. How about this side? There's probably no clay on this side. Yeah, I think that'll make life a lot easier. I'll just go ahead and plant around this totally immobile piggy. I wonder why the animals don't move. It's so strange. And we're cutting down to our last piece of seeds. This is a very disorganized farm, but I'm willing to accept that for the moment. Ooh, I wonder what that is. It's nice and pretty looking with that stock thing. So I'll leave all this to grow. Actually, let's go ahead and... Is this gonna work? Does it work in this mod? I don't know. Sort of messy looking, but I'm okay with that for the moment. Until we get a decent amount of seeds for each crop type and really focus on building, I'm really just stockpiling seeds for the moment. This pig is actually a bit of a threat. Let's toss him in the water there. Oh no, piggy! Don't you trample those craps. You go away, piggy. No, don't look at me. I'm sorry. I don't want to be hurting you. Stop making me do this. Is that wolf maybe gonna chase down the piggy? No, well, pig, if you didn't head in the direction of the crops, I wouldn't have to kill you. What do you want, puppy? You just rolling? Just doing whatever? That's cool. That's cool, I guess. So we'll leave these crops to plant, and that was a fairly painless process. I expected to run into more complications than that, but I guess not, although that wolf might trample them. I guess we'll have to stay away from the wolf. Just not let him move by being away from that chunk. Though the fact that this is a server, I'm not exactly sure if that'll work, so hopefully he just doesn't, and we can check up on them later, because I'm reluctant to kill him. I suppose I could tame him, but wolves are kind of retarded. So we got the farm built. Let's go check out what's still left on our to-do list up here. Hello, to-do list. Build bridge, we need stone for that. Build tree farm. I guess I could do that. I do have that other scythe. Build farm. Well, that's sort of what we did. It sucks, but it started, so turn this into improve farm. Whenever we get around to doing that. Probably just once we get more seeds. Build sluices. I suppose I could do that right now, couldn't I? So, sluices and tree farms are really the next big things on the list. I think I'm not going to build a whole bunch of sluices. They really don't serve much of a purpose. I'm just going to build one to sort of show you guys how they work and how it's done. Which means I'll need wood. So, somewhere around here should have wood stuffs. 3 should do it. And we are going to build a bowl. Why isn't that a bowl? Gotta look this up. Weird, I guess it's just normal wood that makes a bowl. Okay, so that's a strange, probably not intended thing. I don't want to use pine though, because pine is fairly rare. So 1, 2, 3. We'll get, actually, 1, 2, 3. I think this will make 8 bowls, so let's test that out. So 1, 2, 3. 8 bowls, throw them up in here, and then gold pans. We now have a bunch of gold pans. Throw all this crap out of my inventory because I don't need it. So I do, however, need sticks and 3 planks. 1, 2, 3. 3 planks so that we can go down here and then build a bam, 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 sluice. A heavy, huge sluice. So we got that in place. I'm gonna have to repair my shovel before I do any work, but let's take a nap first so we don't have to deal with any monsters today. There we go. Nap has been taken. I got gold pans in my inventory, ready to do some sluicing. So the purpose of gold panning, like I said before, is to gather gems and bits of... Let's get this shovel while I'm waiting. Get the shovels, repair these two together so we have a little more life. There we go. The purpose of sluices and gold panning are the same, but a sluice is essentially a semi-automatic gold pan. So let me find a good spot to start. The bridge is going to be right there, so I'm not going to mess with that spot. This is kind of a good spot right here because there's access to gravel, so I think I will do it right here. So let's build back right here, and I'm actually going to turn this. I'm not going to go straight back. So what you want to do when you build a sluice is put it at the end of a stream of running water. Let's dig all this out of the way too, just so we can see a little bit better. I think that's good. So I believe it'll go down right here, 1, 2, and then it has to have room to flow downwards right there. So we'll place the sluice, and we now have water that flows like that. So we now take the gold pan, and we need to right-click on, you must use in sand on or near a river or gravel from under. This is gravel from under. Oh, that's dirt right there. Okay, so fill up the inventory with gold pans here and use up this gravel. Yeah, there's a chance that gravel actually disappears when you, like that. So I don't think it's a set amount of uses, it's just after, there's just a certain chance that it might disappear. So we'll right click on the sluice here, and we'll see it says soil 0 out of 50. So we'll take our gold pan, right click, empties the gold pan, and now soil is 7 out of 50. So let's just dump everything we have in here. That'll easily fill it up to 50. And then pretty much this thing will just slowly start filtering through all the gravel. And then there's a chance it'll probably have... Well, we're halfway between that cassiterite vein and that bismuth vein. So it might get either one of those ores, or it'll get some pieces of chipped gems. And I think that's it. So nothing entirely useful for us right now. It is actually fairly useful if you are in... like if you haven't even gotten your first metal vein yet, it is kind of useful to... Ooh, I got cassiterite already. That's fairly rare, actually. Like I said, it is kind of useful for getting cassiterite and stuff before you actually have an exposed or a visible vein to gather from. So I'm just going to get that set up right now. I'll fill it up whenever I remember, just on the chance that I get gems, because maybe they will have a use in later... there we go. In later updates, and when that time comes around, I will be fully prepared. So we got the sluice set up, we got the farm nice and set up. There's not much to do, I think. It may be adventure time. I love that show. It may be adventure time to go out and get a whole bunch of rocks, find chert, hopefully, because we need to get the materials to build this road, find a better wood source, and possibly a copper vein. So we have a lot to do, so let's see. Build sluices, that's about done. And build bridge, so we need stone. I could build an official tree farm. I'm making for adventure. I'm not going to worry about the tree farm right now, so... Food break! Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I think it is time to gather a party and go on an adventure to try and find all of this stuff that we have right here. So, hopefully, Beadnox is around in the near future, and we can go... What's this? Granite. And we can go adventuring.